certain matchups, I know that in his home region when he plays, he's opted to use the box controller for certain matchups and use the normal controller for others. So it's interesting to see that he's going full GameCube controller at this tournament. And we're just starting off on FD, lloD holding back and throwing turnips to put pressure on Wizzrobe, take center stage away. And the thing in this matchup, again, is like Wizzrobe and Falcon in general, you just outspeed Peach and outmaneuver. Oh, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we talk about kind of controller things. I don't know how much lloD has played on GameCube controller most recently, but I do remember him talking about swapping back and forth for certain aspects. This, of course, is a huge plus to an FD starter. Kind of interesting that they would go here right off the bat. Yeah,
it's like normally Peaches will counterpick here as their counterpick stage due to the ability to chain grab Falcon on the stage, as well as a lack of platforms for Falcon to mix up either recovery as well as general movement options. And we're seeing that right now. It's kind of pretty difficult for Wizzrobe to come back.
Yeah.
There's no platforms to land on, and lloD with a clean edge guard to take the first stock.
Yeah, pretty linear recovery. lloD's kind of all over it, especially after an early miscue right here. And that is the perfect read. It's so hard for Peach to find that tech on the follow-up. You have to full commit with the dash attack, and lloD is rewarded heavily here.
Exactly. I mean, with the wiggle out of the aerial and hit stun, and then wave dashing back to get the grab, able to get a decent amount of percent and take a lead against Wizzrobe.
Wow, that spacing was so close.
Ooh, misses the knee, and lloD's going to reversal and take the stock.
Yeah, almost a bit of an overextension by lloD, which kind of turns into his own fortune at the end of there. lloD takes the lead.
And it was really good DI the last stock, too, to prevent Wizzrobe from getting a grab into, or a throw from the grab into a knee or an up air. Because against, in Falcon Peach, if you get the down throw or an up throw, you basically get a guaranteed follow-up, and it's just on the Falcon to be able to react to everything Peach does.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, though, Wizzrobe starting to attack on the damage, looking for a spot dodge, perhaps doesn't get it, and lloD fights his way out.
He's able to nair to counterattack the knee that's coming out, and is able to get this damage in. And as Falcon, it's like you just do not want to be on the edge of the stage. You want to get center stage, and you want to be able to pressure Peach to the corner and get her potentially the ledge or off stage. But we're seeing a reversal of that at this point. It's like lloD has been doing such a great job with these aerials and these turnips to box Wizzrobe out and force Wizzrobe to try to approach through the air in these like awkward angles, and it's working out so well for lloD.
Yeah, grab ledge, just come right back up. lloD maintains this one stock lead now. And he has just been all over these escape options, whether it's dash back or rollback from Wizzrobe. lloD is just full committing to just complete dash into a committal option,
and
he's
working
getting it
so well, yeah. I mean, this is looking like lloD's game to lose at this point. 108% with a stock like lead. You can trade pretty much nair into anything, and just
there
like that, raw nair takes a stock.
Yeah, for what kind of felt like a disaster at the start of that game, lloD really just tightened it up in that first game, and it's going to be Wizzrobe playing on the back foot, counterpick coming through soon.
I guess it's 2005. I mean, I know that lloD's been around for a while, but it's actually crazy to think that he's been active since 2005, because he only became a top player in the last couple of years. So just interesting to think about.
Okay, waiting for counterpicks to come through, and it's interesting because they started on FD, so yeah, I was wondering, you kind of want to maybe lower the space and find some earlier kills here.
Yeah, you definitely want platforms as Falcon, and like this, like you have less space, I guess, to run around. The side platforms and transformations can make things very, very difficult for Peach. But this is a pretty standard counterpick. I feel like I see Falcons go here pretty often. Crazy! I don't know what that was, but ended up like crouching, hitting the ground first, and teching in like forward on the down smash. I don't know what that was, but it was crazy.
Sure. Ooh, got caught in tumble a little bit there. Wizzrobe wasn't able to punish it, rather. Oh, but too low on the parasol.
Unfortunate for lloD.
Yeah, I don't think he realized he lost his jump, so he kind of dropped for a little bit too far. Lost it a little bit early again, 2 games in a row now.
And here we are with these grab follow-ups from Wizzrobe. It's like if you get a grab on Peach, you can take it so far as Falcon, and it's like just up to you if you're able to react on time or read the option. And Wizzrobe has gotten pretty much a stock off of this one grab.
Yeah, and this is where, you know, the almost confusion from the FD starter kind of came in, because Wizzrobe is showing how brutal it can be for Peach when she gets caught on platforms and then also on ledge. It's so hard for lloD to really find anything, and Wizzrobe's just been applying so much pressure throughout. Gets the stock right there, but it's one grab, one up air, and then it's kind of curtains for this stock on lloD.
There's something that I think I want to like, talk about for a little bit, which is that like even as you're edge guarding Peach, although you can get these edge guards out, you sometimes have to jump out pretty far as Falcon, and if you mess up, you might be just stuck in reverse situations because you're off stage, and that's kind of what happened last stock. So just got to be perfect with everything. And Wizzrobe is the kind of player who's like, if there's a perfect option to punish, like he will go for it every single time.
Has to use float now.
Jumps off stage, gets 2 up airs into the bear. Interesting get up.
Maybe that was buffered. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, but the trade doesn't really work out for lloD very well, but Wizzrobe is happy about it. Boxing out lloD with these this forward tilt and these aerials just in the corner.
Yeah, and this is something we talked about on the West Coast circuit as well with Kalamazoo. It's just Peach as a character is so hard to return back to stage 2 sometimes, and Wizzrobe, of course, notoriously good at playing the slow game.
Absolutely, and even as he's playing the slow game, he's utilizing Falcon's movement speed and his ability to throw out aerials really, really quickly to his advantage. And it's really difficult for Peach to land sometimes due to her slower drift and the weight.
She jumped,
the combo and gets a kill so early with the knee, and Wizzrobe claps back and 3 stocks lloD.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, I think that was a combination of just kind of getting used to platforms being there for this game too, because so much damage came through from lloD kind of getting stuck on platform, not really being too sure what to do, and Wizzrobe just takes that all the way.
So we're seeing a Fountain of Dreams pick. I like this. It's definitely a lot less space to run around with. You can definitely take advantage of the platform sometimes, and when the platforms are on the ground, you can get some chain grabs on here, and the overall lack of space makes it so Falcon can't really run away and use the top platform. But the raw, that combo into the knee, just brutal, takes the stock really early. And here we have lloD again playing at a disadvantage. I feel like every single game in this set we've seen like lloD lose the stock very, very quickly, and it's up to him to figure out how he gets it back. And the knee, or the stop unable to come out because of the neutral air on lloD's part is really good.
Ooh, got caught up. Maybe was looking for kind of a sub float there. It looked like he got caught up with the initial jump and couldn't really get too much more out of it. But geez, Wizzrobe is just kind of rinse and repeat here. Finds the reverse knee, and it's a 2-stock lead. He's running away with this. Yeah,
Wizzrobe has definitely got his game up right now. He's hitting all the punishes he needs to and doing a really good job of preventing lloD from getting him into the corner. And just being able to use these platforms is helping so much with the movement options that Wizzrobe's able to do, and just like mixing up between like going to side platform, wave landing off, dash dancing underneath it, and just so much harder for lloD to get these openings in.
Okay, recovers back, has to parasol again.
I love Wizzrobe's use of jumping, like running, not even jumping, but running off stage and then jumping back up with these up airs because it covers so much space above him, and Peach is like forced to land there due to the like inability to go anywhere else once you're stuck in the up B.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, potential 4-stock on the way here, Gen X.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I was like, okay, this is going really well. I was like, wait, it's going this well?
Ooh, platform supporting Wizzrobe here, kind of giving him the 4-stock. Is he gonna? Okay, it's Wizzy. He's not going for that.
Air dodge. Oh, the tech to prevent. Oh, that's gonna be not fair. Maybe not the stock quite yet, and the up air beats out the down air, and a 4-stock from Wizzrobe. Like, I don't care that you won game 1. I'm the best player in this pool, and I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah, seed 1 for a reason. I mean, lloD is on the board with 1, so he does get a counter pick here to force a game 5. We'll see if he can make this one happen, but it's Dreamland.
A Dreamland pick, so basically the opposite of the last stage. A lot of space, very high top platform, very high side platforms, and a lot of aerial space for Falcon to move around and mix up with. But at the same time, Peach dies a little bit less early here. There's more mixing you can do with recovery, so we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, so I think the kind of anecdotal thing to say about lloD is he's just so incredibly good at playing the ground game, but where I feel like this set has kind of derailed a little bit against Wizzrobe is Wizzy's forcing so many air-to-airs throughout this set.
And that's just something about the Falcon Peach matchup. It's like if you get hit by an aerial, and even if you DI the best you can, like Falcon can sometimes still follow up with another aerial depending on what you picked. And it's just one of the hardest things about Falcon Peach is dealing with getting put into the aerial blender and just getting hit over and over and over again. Whereas this Peach, you get a nair and it's back to neutral.
Yeah, and I think lloD kind of catching back on to the game plan he wanted in the first place. Bit of an overextension there, doesn't quite get punished too much for it, but he needs to find this stock rather soon.
I love the double jump cancel to the nair that lloD just took to get the stock. Just overall really, really quick and able to catch Wizzy off guard. Really good stuff from lloD. Next. Playing pretty patient neutral. I like lloD going for this, the up air and the forward smash to kind of prevent Wizzy from going in. And like, the it's more of a hard commit than throwing out the nairs, but it works in stuffing out these aerials, and you kind of have to go for that kind of stuff if you want to regain this lead and make some good trades as Peach.
Yeah, and to the point about that up air, I believe he did that off of subfloat or hyperfloat, so he kind of can just become immediately grounded. He's said multiple times in interviews that he likes doing those as kind of neutral openers because it immediately puts him back on the ground where he's comfortable again.
And like you said, he's very good with the ground game, and being put on the ground after getting a hit is just really good for Peach. You just have so many options to follow up with a character who is sometimes it's very difficult to get combos on characters like Falcon.
Yeah, Wizzy finds it right there just barely, but that's the beginning of a little bit of a comeback for lloD, especially with how quickly Wizzrobe took that first stock. Nice edge cancel. Gets out of trouble there.
Definitely see Falcons going for those edge cancel on the side platforms to recover, because if you don't go for stuff like that, you're kind of stuck in lane lag, and Peach can have her way with whatever she wants to do against you.
Okay.
Really good drift to get back to ledge, but looking kind of hard. If all misses the back air, I think that might have meant to been an air or something like that, or the drift wasn't correct, but...
Yeah, kind of tough too, and I mean, like, the thing that you see in Peach Falcon is Peach has so much time. If the Falcon doesn't edge cancel on a platform or doesn't take ledge, Peach can just float past them to make sure they get the right hitbox to send them off the stage on the same time. I think lloD's committing a little bit early to try to find these edge guards sooner.
Yeah, and it's like, I completely understand trying to go for it because you know Wizzy's going to go for like these edge cancels, but it's like, it's so scary if you don't get the timing right, because you might get reversal and just potentially die at really low percents.
Yeah, that said, kind of a mid% right now for lloD. Single up air, single knee can probably promote an edge guard.
But lloD's doing a really good job of not getting hit and getting these like down smashes and dash attacks and nairs in to get like build up this percent and try to like lessen the gap. But ooh,
yeah.
The power shield, but sends off stage because getting hit by the power shield.
And if that's not case in point how lloD wants to play this matchup, I don't know what is. It's kind of, he just stood there, waited, put shield up, and then was looking for a counter hit, but kind of the pushback caused him to get into a pretty bad position here. So now he has to fight his way back.
And Wizzy also is doing a phenomenal job getting these up airs and just sending back lloD off the stage again and just doing this rinse and repeat. It's working really well for him. But
ooh, Z-drop on the item, but it doesn't matter. Wizzy's got a shield grab.
One of the good parts about Dreamland is you can get hit by this and still live at 176%. And lloD will do all that he can with the stock, still living at 173 and still dealing damage to Wizzy, but probably not living that one.
Yeah, almost 200% on that one. lloD really made Wizzy work hard for that. He's going to need to make him do it again, though, if he needs to make this comeback.
Absolutely. And he needs a stock relatively soon, unless Wizzy goes for something like that. And
it's over.
The game.
I'm going to be honest, I looked down for a second, and the set ended.
I mean, Falcon Peach, you know, if